Guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about pros and cons of buying the Oppressor or just having the Oppressor in general. So there's lots of pros and cons for both, but before we get into that video, I do want to mention I will be doing a face reveal at 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help me get there, please feel free to subscribe. And if you don't, then I get you as well. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. But if you want to help, you can. Yeah, so also I have something you guys need to do, and that is you have to comment something weird, just something really weird that's bizarre. Just comment that once in the comments, and whoever has the weirdest one, then I will put in the next video. But yeah, so guys, you can do that, and let's just go right into the video. Alright guys, so we're first going to start this off with the pros of buying the Oppressor, the pros of either buying it or just having it in general. So the first pro that we're going to talk about is that you can get missions done really fast. And I know that a lot of you have this vehicle for that reason. That's honestly the best reason on here, is that you get missions done super fast, so you don't have to waste much time grinding out missions or anything. So sometimes it doesn't even feel like a grind when you're doing them that fast. So the next pro is that you can evade missiles really easily. This is honestly one of the best cars for evading things like that. It's just so easy to evade them. It really is. There's no other car that does it better, or no other vehicle does it better. The Hydra and the Laser do it somewhat okay. I should get my car stuck here. We're trying to brake up here. Okay, apparently I did. But yeah, so it's really easy to evade things like that. And there's some other ones that just try to evade stuff like that, but honestly this is the best one to evade, like griefers and stuff, because griefers are the most annoying things in the game, no doubt about it. So the third pro is that it's really fast. Like I said before, it's really fast. You can evade missiles easily, and you get missions done really fast. It's just fast in general. Okay. But yeah, so it's really fast, and honestly, this might be the fastest vehicle in the game. If it's not, it's really close to the fastest. Alright, this next thing is that you can lose cops extremely fast. Like, I mean, really fast. Like, losing cops is beyond easy, especially if you're doing a mission, and you have to lose cops, and that's your vehicle that you're using. If it even allows you to use that vehicle in missions. I'm not sure if it does, since I don't have one myself, but I just know these pros and cons from experience in actual games. But yeah, so it's just really easy to lose cops, especially if you just like did something like not even that bad. Okay, not even that bad in the game, and you just get a ton of cops on you. It's just really easy to evade them just by flying over them. And the next thing is that it has missiles. What do you not want about that? The car literally has missiles, or the vehicle literally has missiles. You can take down other players trying to grief you. You can take down military, military helicopters and stuff like that. It's just really easy to have the missiles. It's such a big advantage other than any other car. It really is. Other than like Hydra and Laser that have missiles as well, I just think that this one's a lot better because it's such a smaller car. It's like one of the smallest vehicles that has missiles, which is really nice. Alright, now I think we're done with the pros. If you guys have any other pros or cons in this video, let me know down in the comments. Just put them in the comments. So if you guys have any more, just let me know in the comments. And let's just go right into the cons of having an Oppressor. Alright guys, so the first con that we have on the list is that it's extremely expensive. Like, this is one of the most expensive vehicles in the game. I'm not saying it is the most expensive, because we have that gold private jet that's $10 million, which is definitely not $10 million, but it's just like so expensive for a vehicle that has good pros. But honestly, that's why most of you probably don't have it. It's because of how expensive it is. Personally, I would have it if I had a little bit more money. I have enough money to buy it, but I just don't want to waste all my money on it. Because really the point to buy it is to get missions done fast, or if you're a griefer, which I am not personally, but if you are a griefer, then that might be your reasons as well. But so the next thing, oh, and also let me add on to that very expensive thing, is that even if you want to have missiles or anything on it that can shoot like things down, you're gonna need a terabyte. and the terabyte costs around $1 million, and the oppressor costs around $3 million. So in total, you're going to be spending about $4 million on the oppressor, and you're going to occasionally have to buy other things for it if you want to upgrade it even more. So it's just going to be around like $5 or $6 million for all the upgrades, the terabyte, everything, literally everything, all the missiles and stuff. It's going to be around $5 or $6 million. And I personally just don't think that it's worth all the money unless you have a ton of money to spend. If you like have like millions upon millions of dollars in GTA 5, I really don't think it's worth it. So the next thing is this, honestly, I just put on here just because I feel like some of you might agree. And personally, I don't really care about this one, but I'm just gonna put it on there. It's not realistic, and I know you guys are really like, dude, the whole game is not realistic. You can take 50 shots to the head, well, not to the head, but you can take 50 shots to your chest and not be dead. And I agree, but it's just one of the most like outlandish vehicles in the game, other than the fact that we also have what's that? I forget what the car is called, but you know what I'm talking about, the one that hovers as well. It's just, compared to a lot of the other things in the game, I feel like it's not realistic. Obviously, there's a ton of things not realistic about this game, but I just think that this one might step over the boundary for some of you guys. Personally, I don't care that much, but I just thought that some of you might care, so I'm just gonna put that one in there. The next one is that this is a certain type of people's favorite car in the game. You all know who I'm talking about, and these are the griefers of GTA 5. It's just so annoying. It really is. These griefers come at you from any direction. They come at you with usually an oppressor, and there's nothing you can do about an oppressor unless you have an oppressor yourself. So the only way you can get rid of these griefers with the oppressors is that having an oppressor, or if you get a lucky shot with like a Hydra or something, but still that's even hard. So that's the most annoying thing on this list. You guys, I know that there's at least one person, actually not one person, I know that you guys have had at least one experience with someone, with a griefer, using an oppressor. Personally, I've had many experiences with griefers on oppressors just taking me down when I'm literally not doing anything to them. They just come around the map just killing people, and it's just so annoying. And you know when they're about to come to you because you see the little oppressor mark on the map, and you're like, I can't get away from this. I really can't. You might have the fastest sports car in the game, but even that won't even run out the oppressor, because the oppressor can get to you no matter what. And that is the worst thing in here. It's just too overpowered, in my opinion. It really is. It's just so overpowered that there's nothing else that can stop it, other than just doing an invite-only session or solo session. But if you guys don't know, I record all these in solo sessions just so I don't like run into people that are using the oppressor to grief people like that. It's just really annoying. But yeah, I'm going to go and cut back of my final thoughts on the oppressor, what I think of it, whether it's still a good car to buy, and whether it's worth the money or not. So I'll cut back to that. Okay guys, so in my opinion, me personally, the oppressor's not a car for me. It really isn't. I'm not a big person about going into public sessions. I really don't. I don't really find a point of them. I think that most of the time I'll just go in an invite-only session to play with my friends and stuff like that. But for most of the time, I don't go in public sessions. And really, that's the only time you need it, unless you're experiencing griefers and invite-only sessions, which shouldn't happen. I think I just lost my internet connection. I think that's probably what happened. Yep, I did. Oh well. We can still end up recording this. It's just, I personally don't think it's worth it, because it's cost around 5 or 6 million with all the upgrades, the terabyte, the missiles, everything on it is going to cost around 5 or 6 million dollars, which I'm guessing that most of you probably don't have that money. I know some of you do. Don't be like, I have that money, I have the oppressor, I find it fine. And if you have the money, buy it, for sure. If you really want it and you have the money, buy it. I don't care. Just buy it. But for those of you that don't have it, okay, yeah, Michael. Alright. He always has the weirdest entrances like this. But yeah. So, I personally don't think it's worth it. I really don't. And unless you have the money to spend, where it doesn't really matter about how much money you spend on the game, because you have all this money from all these missions and all these shark cards, then buy it for sure. But if you don't have the money, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. And unless you plan on playing in public lobbies a lot, there's not really a point to have it, because you can only use it. The only thing I see it used for is getting missions done fast, which I totally agree with. But if you're doing it in an invite only session, you don't have to worry about griefers and things like that to get to your place that you need to go to. And that's like the only reason why I would use it, is not to be griefed, because it's just so annoying. They really are. And not only that, is that when you get the Oppressor with all the missiles and all the stuff on it, it kind of gives you a reason to grief people. Even though it sounds bad, I feel like it gives you a reason to be grieved. I really do. So I personally, this is why I don't like it. It gives people reasons to be just toxic, because it gives them the advantage of other players and the overpoweredness of having an Oppressor. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the Oppressor. I gave you some facts about the Oppressor, and then I gave you my opinion about the Oppressor. If you guys have a different opinion, or if you guys have any more pros or cons, leave them down in the comments. And also remember, leave down one weird fact or one weird just thing in the comments, just something extremely random. Leave that down in the comments, and I will heart it and put you in the next video, the weirdest one that I can find in there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, face reveal at 10,000 subscribers. Also, if you guys want to go check out Shrek, Dodo, and Sway, their channels will be linked in the description, along with a link to my Discord server and Twitch channel. Face reveal at 10,000, and until next time, bye.